welcome back to Nola Reviews. It's been a while since I did a show and been on a show, but hey, I'm back. So welcome. And of course, I'm excited to be back. I know you kind of don't hear my verse right now, but it's there. It's there. Just listen a little harder. But look, hey, this is Nola Reviews back to it's heyday. Back to when I was first doing the podcast, and now I'm back doing the podcast, and it's better than ever. It's more than ever right now. So today's show is we're gonna talk about DC Fandom, the rise and return of DC in a major market of movies, shows, entertainment, games. DC has been killing it lately. I don't know if you noticed, but this DC Fandom, man, like Marvel is on decline. DC is rising up from the ashes, and they're making pretty strong content, man. If I was anybody else other than DC right now in that superhero genre, I'd be worried. Like, real talk, DC is big time. So to start off with this show, the DC Fandom show, as I'm dubbing it today, we'll talk about the Batman, the new movie starring Robert Pattinson, directed by Matt Reeves. Now, if you saw that trailer to the Batman, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I didn't expect, like, we knew a new Batman movie was coming. We always knew that. But I didn't expect it to be here and to be this live. Man, Batman it's called The Batman. Let me get that right. But The Batman is basically year 2 of basically when Batman started being Batman, when Bruce Wayne started being Batman. And many people gave Robert Pattinson like a lot of flack because of the Twilight movies and all that crap. But man, this dude looks so serious in this movie. He looked so raw. Like, you could tell he's Batman. He's Batman. And I didn't expect much from his portrayal. I didn't expect to get much from his portrayal, but he looks true to form. Like, Robert Pattinson looks like he's gonna kill us. Just judging from the trailer and seeing everything I see, he's gonna kill us. Like, real talk. Man, I'm so worked up to see this movie. I can't wait. But we also have the Riddler. It's gonna be one of the main villains, and this Riddler, this is not your Jim Carrey Riddler. This looks like the maniacal evil Riddler. This is like the Saw type Riddler. I've heard the Saw comparison, and this Riddler is killing people. This Riddler is just ruthless. So I'll put it like this. Jim Carrey Riddler in the old movies was basically just a Joker, because Jim Carrey is crazy. He's gonna act crazy. He's a comedian, so you know what you're gonna get from him. And it wasn't bad. Jim Carrey did a pretty decent performance for what that movie was, and I think that was Batman Forever. But this is the Batman, man. This Riddler, he looks sadistic and about his business. And I'm not gonna say it's no traces of Joker in that, but man, this Riddler is just, man, he's killing people. He's offing people, like, real talk. This Riddler is just all crazy. But we also have the Catwoman coming in. We also have the Penguin, played by Colin Farrell. And I have to see who's playing the Riddler. I don't even know who's playing the Riddler yet. But Colin Farrell, that's the Penguin. Oswald, man. If you can hear the trailer behind me, Robert Pattinson, he even sounds like Batman. This dude has been dialed in ever since after those Twilight movies that would kind of nobody care about. You know, the heartthrobs and people, you know, the young teenagers, they care about that movie. But the Batman, man. So basically, the Batman is starting from, like I said, the prequel series that's gonna show on HBO, which I can't wait to get ready for that one also. It kind of reminds me of the prequel series. It reminds me of Gotham that came on. It aired on Fox in the early 2000s, but but it's coming on HBO. And this is going to focus more on crime and the gritty streets of Gotham. Man, this prequel Batman Year 2 show is going to be big time. It's going to be big time, man. This is big ups to DC, man. DC is putting out some groundbreaking stuff, like some good material finally. Post Marvel. Post Marvel. But look, I'll say this. Last thing I said about the Batman. Robert Pattinson's Batman looks dark and violent. If you saw the trailer, you saw the fight he had, not even a fight, just the whooping he put on that guy. It's a very in-depth look at Robert Pattinson's Batman. Exclamating and saying that I am vengeance. It's serious. I didn't expect this from Robert Pattinson. I like him as an actor. I think he has the potential to be one of the better actors in the game. And after this movie, I think this is going to catapult him above a lot of stuff. But it wasn't that I didn't expect anything because of it was Robert Pattinson playing Batman. I didn't expect anything because it was DC. And DC at the time of Marvel's Avengers and big things Marvel was doing, DC was just drowning. They just couldn't compete. Now DC look like the talk of the town. Man, how the mighty have fallen, right? So look, hey, next subject. Well, I just want to wait before I go to the next subject. I want to give a big congratulations to Matt Reeves and making this gangster trailer. I'm not saying the movie's going to be great, but just judging from this trailer, I think it's going to be pretty good, and I'm anticipating seeing it. Now, the Justice League Snyder Cut. That's another big time project that DC is putting out. Not even DC. DC is putting it out. But Zack Snyder, big ups to Zack Snyder. You all can't lie. You all gave up on my man Zack Snyder. I wasn't too sure about him. Like I said, Zack Snyder always made great looking movies. All of his movies just look perfect. But the story hasn't always connected. But I think with his take on Justice League, which should have been the original take on Justice League before he stepped down and Joshua Whedon did the Justice League movie we all know and I guess. I think Zack Snyder had different ideas. We all see that he did have different ideas. Steppenwolf, from the trailer of Justice League, Steppenwolf looked more badass. And he's bringing out Darkseid, dude. Darkseid. I mean, how more badass can you get? I am happy for Zack Snyder. People had wrote him off. They thought he wasn't going to do nothing. I am genuinely happy for Zack Snyder. Real talk. And I think this version, the real version, I'm going to call it, at least to me, that's going to air next year on HBO Max. I think this is going to be the real version of the movie we were supposed to get as Justice League, right? I think so. I really think so. So, look, Justice League Snyder cut, Zack Snyder's cut. What you think about it? Is it tickling your fancy? Because I think this Snyder cut, man, with Steppenwolf looking more badass, a dark side finally coming into the picture. We got the black suit. Batman always was a black suit, by the way, but the black suit Superman, I want to see, how and why he's wearing the black suit. And the most important news about this, Ben Affleck returns as Batman in the DCU. And all I will say is thank you. Thank you, DC Fandom. Thank you. Because even though I don't think that Ben Affleck's Batman is the best Batman portrayal ever, I do think he did a pretty good job in Justice League and movies before that. I don't hate Ben Affleck's Batman. The biggest problem I have with Ben Affleck's Batman is that he don't follow the rule of not killing people, because he killed a lot of motherfuckers in the Justice movie. In the Justice League movie, he killed a lot of just bad guys and enemies. So, look, the last thing I say about Justice League Snyder Cut is that I hope, and I know this is a long stretch, it probably won't happen, but I hope he brings the Joker into the fold. I would like to see that personally. And they don't even have to switch actors. It's just the society we live in. Everybody wants you to have big box numbers and the big time movie, and sometimes they just don't go hand in hand. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they just don't go hand in hand all the time. So, Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. What do you think? You think it's gonna be good? You think it's gonna be telling? You think it's gonna be something else that falls on his face? I don't know. I'm intrigued and I'm excited about it, alright? And that should be good enough for you. Look, I can't go nowhere or get out of here without even mentioning Wonder Woman 1984. Man, the first Wonder Woman movie, the first one was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I liked it. I think it was up there with one of the the DCU best movies. I think so. And I can't never think of this Wonder Woman's enemy, Cheetah. That man, this Wonder Woman 1984 is gonna get, man, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. And she also getting her boyfriend back, Wonder Woman. So we're gonna see how all those things affect her at the end. But she's definitely one of my favorite characters. All right. So last but not least, let's discuss this brand new Suicide Squad. What is going on? I don't know. I really don't. But Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad, is gonna have, look like to me from the commercial, not even the commercial, but the trailer I saw, look like the old game is coming back, just played by different actors. Everybody but Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn will remain, in fact, her character. Everybody else is getting makeovers, basically. I have no problem with that. I think Suicide Squad should be able to hold its own in the DC Fandom pantheon. So we're gonna see. But I also saw the trailer to the game. Yeah, the Suicide Squad game for DC, and I think that was probably hip. That was kind of hip. That really was. It was pretty hip, and I like how that was brought into the fold. because a lot of times you don't see that happening. So big ups to DC, man. Big